Hey everybody, my name is Bridget and I want to welcome you to the Liberty Hill Gardener. In today's video, we are going to be talking about my 2025 garden plans. If you've been to my channel, you'll know that it's a new channel, and if you are new here, welcome. If you've seen a couple of my videos already, welcome back. So if you are interested in seeing what my 2025 garden is going to look like, stay tuned, and I'm going to go through everything that I'm going to do in 2025 to get my garden started and to expand it. So see you soon. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Liberty Hill Gardener. Thanks for sticking around. In today's video, we're going to be talking about my 2025 garden and what I'm going to be doing this year. If you have never been to the channel, welcome. And if you are a returning viewer, thanks for coming back. So in today's video, as I mentioned in the intro, we're going to be talking about my garden and what I'm going to do in 2025. I live in Zone 8B in Texas. And basically, I've been gardening, I want to say probably about 4 to 6 years, give or take. And that's sad. I didn't, I don't even remember when I first started. I remember what I did when I first started, but not, when I first started. So let's go ahead and get going in this video. And let me tell you about my 2025 garden. So the first thing that I want to say is I want to talk to people about, if you're considering starting gardening and, you're not sure or you don't know where to start, definitely that's what this part of the channel is going to be about. We do have other topics that we discuss and go over. But with that being said, everybody can garden. I used to be an individual that thought that, I couldn't grow anything because I remember having my first apartment, killing my first plant and all that. But gardening is really easy, and there are a lot of different resources out there for you to learn about how to start a garden, and the best options, whether it be for soil, whether it be for container gardening, raised bed gardening, planters, things like that. If you are interested in starting your garden, what I would say is check out your local cooperative. Normally there's one everywhere. I am in Texas, so here we have the Texas A&M Ag Extension, and if you go to their website, they'll have resources about gardening in your area. Normally they have one that's local to your area, and they have a lot of info, and I have some here. So if you see me looking down, I'm looking at stuff that I'm doing, but this is one thing right here, which is for my area, the vegetable planting guide. These are amazing, and I will just kind of put some info, if I can, in the description if you're in Texas on where to get this. It's the Williamson County Planting Guide. It basically goes January through December, telling you when to plant and whether or not you can do transplants or whether you want to do seeds or whatever that option is that's available for what you're planting. It has it here, A through Z of what you can plant. They will also have things like, and I don't know if I brought it down, but they'll also have things like gardening guides, and different things like that you can download for free. Here our extension offers courses and learning on how to garden. So that's going to be a good source for you. Also going places like bookstores, whether it's a half-price bookstore, or a Barnes & Noble in your area. These are going to be good resources for you to look at books and magazines and information on gardening. This is something that everybody can do, and definitely I would say that these days and in these times with everything just being the way it is, costs and things like that, it can be a way to decrease your grocery costs when it comes to fruits, vegetables, whatever you intend on growing. Another resource that you can definitely look at as far as books is going to be the Square Foot Garden. And I forgot his last name, but it's Mel somebody. Just look up Square Foot Gardening and you'll see his book. That's what I started with. It's amazing. It tells you how to create or mix your own soil. It tells you how to create the garden beds. And I apologize, I had a loss for words for a second, but the garden beds that you'll use for your garden, if that's what you're going to use, and the different options available. So just know that everybody can garden, and once you do it, if you're like me, then you will soon learn that you get super excited when you see things growing and it's something that you did. That's what kind of kept me going, even when I would have things to die, or if something didn't work out, I would try it again the next year. So I wanted to give you that information, and now we will go ahead and start looking at some other things. So one thing I want to show you guys is this right here. And let me see if I can get it. There we go. So this is my garden planner. I will put this in the description. It is a book that you can print and you can keep gardening information in here. I love this. I am selling these for $8. I had it bound at FedEx. So that is where I got this from. And this is an amazing item to have for your garden, whether you're using stackable planters, whether you're doing raised beds, whatever the case may be. It's always good, from what I've learned, to be able to write things down. What went wrong, what went right, what you planted, when you planted. There's room for all of that here. If I remember right, it's about 120 pages, about 60 pages, give or take, front and back, if you do it that way. But it has wish lists in it. It has a gardening budget, monthly goals, garden checklist. It has a sheet that is a bed plan. So your garden bed, your plan for what you're gonna put in it. It has fertilizing and watering days, plant lists, plant profiles. I even included cutting logs in here, sunlight trackers, and even seed information, because sometimes you get rid of or lose the seed packet, and you know, you don't know when it was supposed to germinate. You don't remember how deep to plant it. And if you're like me, which something I'm going to start doing as well, is going to be to keep my seeds when I have plants that maybe, you know, I didn't get them off the vine soon enough, because then you have your own seeds, you know the growth you experience, and it's highly likely that if you use seeds from that plant and you had good growth, you'll have good growth again. So this is the garden planner that I will put in the description if you're interested in buying that. And I'm trying to get this, y'all, to focus there. So, but this is the garden planner, and this right here I will put down in the description. I apologize if you couldn't see it, but it'll be in the description. So the next thing we're going to talk about are these boxes. I get these from Michael's. I wait for them to go on sale. Normally every year they put these boxes on sale, and this is where I keep my seeds. I have 2 of them now at this point. Seeds that I've already opened are not in these boxes, because you want to keep those seeds in a cool, dry, dark place. So I put them in my freezer, and they do fine. I have seeds that I've had in there for over a year, and some of them germinate. Most of them do grow and they germinate just fine, but then there are some that don't. The reason I suggest these boxes, if you're like me, when you don't know what it is that you're gonna grow or whatever for the coming year, this will help you to keep your seeds in order and know where everything is. So just to give you an idea, so like they have these little boxes in there right here. So you have these little boxes, and these boxes are where you can keep your seeds. And I have labels on some of them, and please excuse my hand, I broke a nail off, but right here I have labels on them, not on this one, but I'll show you others with labels. But you can put your seed packets in here. So I'm gonna be growing some loofah this year, and here are the seeds right here for that, for the loofah right here. And you guys, so coming back, and I apologize for the blurriness. So right here is where you're gonna have the seeds. I was talking about the loofah right here, and I have 3 packs of them, but I keep them in this container right here. So this is the container I keep them in. Again, these came from Michael's, and I have tons of seeds in these containers. If you will notice, a lot of my seeds are the botanical interest. I have ordered some from M.I. Gardener. They have not shipped yet. I've never ordered from them before, but I know a lot of people have had good experiences with them. And basically, their, you know, germination and plant growth has been really good. So I decided to buy a few from him. I'm gonna show you the others that I have. So like this one right here, this is gonna be some greens that I have. And if you look right here at the top, it says greens. So you can label these. And I have all kinds of greens in here. Giant red mustard. I have all kinds of greens in here. if you can see that, and I'm hoping that it's focusing there, but all kinds of greens in here. So this is a good option to put your seeds in when you have a lot of seeds, and you can label them and everything. And again, I apologize, I'll get that fixed for the next video with the blurriness because it's trying to focus on my face. But these are the garden containers from Michael's. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there are 16 of those little containers in there, and I've got just in that one for the greens itself, I have, let me see how many unopened packets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 10 unopened packets in here. So definitely, you know, you can get these and use those to store your seeds in there when they're unopened. Again, when they are open, you definitely want to put them in a cool, dry place. I use mason jars and I put them in my freezer. If not, I have some of the sealable Ziploc bags where I could take the air out and I put them in there. I have some reusable ones. So there are those. Now, with my garden, while I'm talking about that, let's talk about what I am going to plant. Since we are still in the cold weather months, I am going to do some more greens. I love greens. I normally do kale, collards, mustards, and I did the giant red mustards this year and they were amazing. I am considering doing some lettuce. If you don't know, like I said, I'm in zone 8B, but Texas has a longer growing period because we don't really have harsh winters here. This is a cooler winter we're having right now, but you know, like I said, we don't have harsh winters, so we can grow all the way into the fall, what we call the fall. And this year in particular, I was growing tomatoes in December, y'all, so it was crazy. But I am definitely going to do greens. I am going to do this year tatsoi, and this one is bok choy tatsoi, which I don't know the difference, but I love spinach and greens, like I said. And this one I got, it is botanical interest. And if you look right here, you can see that that's tatsoi right there. So I'm gonna be growing this because when it's cold like this, I normally like doing like ramen, and I think these will be amazing for ramen. Normally I put bok choy in it with carrots, and if we're in the mood for meat, I do that. I am going to do peppers this year. I always do peppers, but I did get some different ones. Now, I do different seeds. It depends on who has what as to what I could get. This is going to be a cayenne seed, and this one I want to grow because of the fact that I want to make cayenne pepper. So I do have these, and then I have some poblanos. And if you look, some of these are inexpensive. I got them from like Walmart or something like that. And these are poblanos right here. Pimento, I apologize. Those are pimentos. I have some habaneros. I have peppercini peppers. So I love growing peppers. I'll do jalapenos, bell peppers, all kinds of peppers. I am going to do beans and peas. I love those. And I don't think I'm going to do some onions. I am going to do cucumbers. One that I am excited about this year is going to be the lemon cucumber. This one is another one from Botanical Interest. And I also got some from MI Gardener. But I am going to grow these because I love cucumbers. And I don't know if I have her name right, but I think it's Plant-Based Beauty. Sorry, Plant-Based Beauty. Her name is Helen. I follow her, so I want to give a shout out. She was talking about the lemon cucumbers. So I am going to try those. I normally have really good luck with cucumbers, and I did this year, so I'm super excited about that. Then I am going to try to do some spinach before the season is over. I am going to do okra. Now, a lot of these I'm gonna do as early starts in my garage because I have a pretty decent sized garage. We have a 3-car garage. So I have a side that has some shelves on it, and I have grow lights, I have mats. It's cold in the garage right now because of the cold weather, but that's okay because I have heating mats. But another thing I'm gonna grow is gonna be burgundy okra. I just think it looks pretty. So I'm gonna grow that with regular okra. What else did I say? I am going to do tomatoes this year. My husband loves tomatoes, so I always do those. I love beets, especially fresh beets. So I'm gonna try to plant some more beets. I found these gourmet beets by Botanical Interest right here. And they're beautiful, different colored beets. So I am going to do those as well. And let's see what else. And I want to do herbs. So this year in my green stock, which you can see me wearing my shirt. If you want one of these shirts, let me know. I do make them. I have green stock garden planters. And if you've never seen them, I'll put some information in the description below. It's basically a stackable planter. And I will say they're a little more expensive than others, but they last. They are very durable. And if you want to see a video about more green stock items, I'm going to be unboxing the green stock seed starter kit, which is new. And that one I'm excited about because that's where I'm going to start my seeds. But if you want to see that video, just go to my channel and you can look. I'll probably title it that, but it'll be about that. And basically these planters, you water them from the top. You can, you know, stack them up. And I think mine has about 5 levels because I don't want it too tall, but you can do it up to 7. And I've done that before. I didn't care for it. But the cool thing about it is it has pockets all the way around and you can grow tons of things in it. And what I was getting at were the herbs that I had in here. I grew mint, I grew lettuce in there, I grew dill in there, I grew celery in there. You can do all kinds of herbs in there. So I do want to do that this year, and I'm going to seed start those herbs right now in my garage, and then I'll transplant them to my green stock planter. My whole goal this year in 2025, outside of growing all the things that I'm gonna grow, is going to be to expand my garden. We live on an acre lot, so we have a very big lot with nothing in our backyard. We didn't want a pool or anything like that. So I want to lay out a sitting area in my yard where I have my garden and then kind of a backyard sitting area where we can kind of enjoy and see the garden. So what I'm doing is putting up a garden fence and laying out my garden. If you want to see more on what I'm going to do with that, let me know and I'll make a video to show you. I already have a garden area right outside the back of our house, but it's kind of small and I want to expand so that I can grow more and can and do things like that. So those are some of the seeds I am growing right there. And like I told you, I am going to do loofah because I want them for sponges, not to eat, but you can eat loofah. It's basically like a squash, it's a gourd. So these are the loofah seeds right here. So I am going to grow these. They grow on a vine from what I understand. So you can actually, you know, just put them on a trellis and let them grow. Another thing that I will be growing that I have some in here are potatoes. My husband loves potatoes. These are Botanical Interest Clancy potatoes. I have grown potatoes before and had really good success with potatoes that I purchased from Lowe's. They were golden Yukon. I have some more of those that are in the garage in the cold. I will be growing strawberries. I love, love, love strawberries, and they were easy to grow. I did it before. However, I kind of let it get away from me. So I'm going to do that in my green stock garden planters as well. And I need to let you see the shirt. So like I said, if you guys want one, let me know. I'll put that information below as well. But this is just something I made because I love green stock products. They're amazing. So back to the seeds. I'm not going to do carrots. Another one I'm going to do that I'm excited about are Jimmy Nardello peppers. These are really good peppers and they're used by a lot of chefs and whatnot, but they're really good when they're roasted. So I am going to do those. I'm going to do bell peppers and jalapeno peppers as well. So I didn't want this video to be too long, but I want to give you an idea of what I was going to be growing for this year, and that is some of the things I'll be growing. Now, as I said, I do have some things coming from the MI Gardener. I'm waiting on that. Plant-Based Beauty, Helen, she did hibiscus, which I love teas. So I think that's going to be neat. It's called Roselle. So I'm going to do that one. I do have some other tatsoi that's coming, which are tatsoi mustard. Again, I have to research them more. I don't know the difference. If y'all know, let me know in the description if there's a difference in bok choy or the mustard. I'm doing some Hill Country red okra. I love okra. I also ordered some chocolate stripes tomatoes and ground cherries. So if y'all know anything about ground cherries, let me know. So those are some that I'm waiting on from M.I. Gardener. So that's pretty much it for this video. I just wanted to let you guys know what I was going to be doing for 2025, and you can go on this journey with me. Just check out the information on my channel. Go ahead, like and subscribe to the video and hit the notification bell, so when I do new videos, you will know when they're coming up. But outside of that, let me know what you're planning for your 2025 garden. If you want to see more videos, if you want to see more of me in the garden, whatever the case may be. Thank you again for checking out this video. Again, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Keep growing.